I should be live. What is up, guys? I'm Timothy Earle, and today we have another Counter-Strike show for tomorrow's slate. I'm just sharing out the link I just did it on Facebook, on my Twitter, and now my Discord group that I'm a part of. That ding just tells you to go ahead and join our Facebook group. Links in the description below. Appreciate that, Nick. I got everything all shared out. Let's go ahead and get the computer set up. And then we will go ahead take a look at how yesterday's or today's games went, how we did, and look towards tomorrow and see what we can get. Get this up. Make sure it's muted. Good. Cool. All right. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting day. Normally, day ones of the groups are a time where you would really want to just take it easy, because hi, how you doing? Day ones you just want to take it easy because we're actually coming off of a tournament break, and some of these teams haven't played in a couple of weeks. Haven't played competitive matches in 4 or 5 weeks, some of these teams. So sometimes just looking at the how these teams performed today really gets to you can really gauge where they are in terms of where I think they're going to end up in the groups and their current form right now. First game of the day was a little bit of a shocker. We had Sinners who upset G2 2-1. I was on the under 58 and 58.5 rounds. That one did not work out. Sinners won 16-11 on Vertigo. G2 won 16-10 on Inferno, 16-9 on the decider of Mirage for Sinners today. I watched a couple of those games. I didn't really watch that one much because my play was kind of dead after that first map, because I knew G2 wasn't going to get swept. But looking at it, G2's form just didn't really look all that good. I'll give my predictions and stuff in a minute of what I think is going to happen tomorrow. But just a weird one there. Next game that was today, OG and Virtus.pro. I had Virtus.pro, and they looked awful. 16-11 for OG on Mirage, and 16-6 on Dust 2, which was Virtus.pro's pick. Very concerning there for the side of Virtus.pro. But OG looked solid. You had big games from, not surprisingly, Mantu. Big game from him, plus 20. And then Nico. Nico had a good game, which normally he's more towards the bottom. Of course, they had a solid game from Valde as well. Flames plus 6. Lexi B -1, but you really can't judge it with that one because he's the IGL. And he called a fantastic series today. And then the last game, this one's the only one that I read right today. Forze won 2-1. Forze won the first map 16-12 on Mirage. Lost 16-12 on Nuke. And then the complexity and experience with their new lineup kicked in when Forze took care of business on Ancient. So overall, it was a 1-2 day, my second losing day in the first 6 days. So still profitable as it's going through. I'm no longer 10-5. I'm actually 11-7. Let me fix that real quick. 11-7 in this one. My plays are already scrolling through if you missed them. But we'll go ahead and start looking at today's matches, just see what we're getting for this one. First game, early morning, 7:30 a.m. We get OG taking on G2, two international European rosters. Obviously, we just looked at G2. They came off of a bad game against Sinners. I don't really think that really affects them that much. On the other side, we have OG, who really took care of business today against Virtus.pro. Yes, sorry. Brain fart for a minute. OG took care of business against Virtus.pro today, 2-0. I'm still going G2 tomorrow. You're getting them at an almost pick 'em price. They're not going to lose 2 games in a row. This team is way too strong. They're the number 3 team ranked in the world. They're not going to lose multiple games in this group. They lost their one. I think that they're going to straighten up, get right back in there tomorrow. I think they take care of OG. OG's a solid team. They took care of Virtus.pro, but Virtus.pro is a big question mark coming into this tournament to see what type of form they would be in. And when OG completely wiped them, I'm kind of concerned for Virtus.pro right now. But I'm taking G2 tomorrow. Most of these games are actually quite close, which is kind of nice, rather than that last group where we had minus 200s every single game pretty much or higher. All these games, the biggest favorites next game at a minus 137. So should be a fun group to overall look at. I like G2 tomorrow against OG. I think they bounce back, beat OG, and start going on with their ESL Pro League run. Next up, we'll get the biggest favorite on slate, Virtus.pro taking on Forze. And yeah, we had Virtus.pro who played awful today. Not a good appearance from them. Not really anything I liked. Just watching them. James, his calling was a little off today. I don't know what was going on. And LXB and OG completely outclassed him. But looking at it, Virtus.pro is the 5th ranked team in the world. They are a solid team. Forze is coming into this pretty solid though. Looking at Forze, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They took care of Complexity today, and they just look in better form, and I'm getting them at plus money. So that's why I grabbed Forze in this matchup. I cannot bet on Virtus.pro until I see a little bit more from them. If they have a really good performance tomorrow, I'd go back to be considering them having a shot in this group. But I don't know with Virtus.pro tomorrow. Forze looked very good today against Complexity. I'm going with Forze plus 107 against Virtus.pro today. We'll go ahead and move on to the final game. And we get Complexity taking on Sinners. And Complexity, I can't back them right now. They just did not look good today. Obviously, they did win a map. It was on Nuke, and Forze isn't a good Nuke team, so I didn't expect them to win that one. But it's just the inexperience. They've had 5 days. This is now the 6th day to train and practice with this new roster, and they just looked very messy today. On the other side, we had Sinners who looked solid against G2. Sinners have won 4 out of their last 5 games. I think they've won what was their? I had them earlier. Can I get that? Nope, misclicked. They had won a bunch of their games in a row. Overview. Yes, here we go. Sinners matches. They did one today. They lost to Endpoint a little while ago, but before that, wins against Copenhagen Flames, Ents, Feed, Ago, Big, and Blink. They had won 8 straight games before that, and they've won now 9 out of their last 10 games. This team's on a little bit of a heater, and I think this Czech team can really go far in this group. I'll have them winning. They are favored at a minus 130. I grabbed it against Complexity. I still think Complexity needs to show me a little bit more. They're in a very similar boat to Virtus.pro right now, where I need to see more from these two teams in order for me to want to consider going after them. So we'll have to see what goes on tomorrow. But for this one, I like the Sinners minus 130 for that game. That's the 3 games. Before I jump into a recap and finish off the show, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff. Help spread out this stream because I want to keep doing Counter-Strike streams whenever there's big tournaments. We have big tournaments for a while. We have ESL Pro League that's going on right now. That goes until mid-September. And then pretty much a couple days afterwards, we get Blast Premier Fall. And we'll have another 10 days worth of Counter-Strike. After that, not too far after, we'll have IEM Fall 2021, and that goes until October 10th. And then right afterwards on the 12th starts Blast Premier Fall Showdown. So we have lots and lots of Counter-Strike coming up, and I'm super pumped for it. Big time of the year. We're going to see a lot of CSGO. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share out the stream. We'll go ahead and do a quick recap before I head on out. First game, we get G2 and OG. I'm going with G2 minus 119 in this one. Virtus.pro and Forze. I'm going with the underdog in Forze tomorrow. Virtus.pro showed me nothing today. Give me Forze plus 107. And the final game of tomorrow, Complexity and Sinners. I'm taking the favorite at minus 130. I like Sinners tomorrow to start up 2-0 in Group B. But that's going to wrap it up for this stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the ESL Pro League for Counter-Strike tomorrow. Good luck.